Alright, boys, welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about how to properly chat on OnlyFans. Um, yeah, most agencies forget or don't care enough to treat OFM as an actual business. They treat it like a side hustle instead. And obviously, chatting to ourselves is the most important part of this business. It's where most of your money can be generated. Um, yeah, people still hire random people without verifying what they can do. Then fans think they're talking to a bot. A few steps you should take to obviously sound like an actual model when chatting, build relationships, all of that stuff. So number one is mirroring subscribers' energy. This is super important, and a lot of chatters don't do this. So if a fan is just wanting to have a normal chat with the model and talk about a day or whatever, like just have a normal conversation, you should not be acting horny or just trying to sell content in general, which I think a big mistake that a lot of chatters make is they like obviously the end goal is to always try sell, but if someone subscribes and they don't ask for content straight away or they don't seem horny straight away, they're just trying to have a chat and ask the model about where she's from, what she's doing, blah blah. You should just try to use that time to build relationships, right? Instead of trying to instantly sell. Pretty much with this is just sort of behaving the same way that they behave. If they seem horny, you should seem horny as well. If they don't, then there's no point for you to as well. Um, Other things to copy: similar emojis, slang, length of messages, stuff like that. Copying these things will make the subscriber feel like you've caught their attention and think about them and sort of learn from them. Um, but this is a bit more like psychological, I guess you could say. Like, you know, same like if you have a girlfriend, um, and you notice that she speaks more like you, then obviously you appreciate that. Same with these fans, right? Like if the model here speaks more like them, then the fan will be like, wow, like they'll notice it and then they'll like the model more. Um, yeah. Next one is don't behave like a horny robot. So even though you may think people subscribe just to be horny and look at content, a lot of subscribers come online just to talk. Especially if you've built a relationship with them, you're now based. You might be a part of their daily routine where they actually want to talk to you every single day, and not just buy content only. You should only be trying to sell content when they seem like they're horny or interested in content. Yeah, overall, just basically don't be a robot that's just trying to sell content all the time. Another issue that a lot of chatters make, you know, like I said, of course, it's the end goal to sell content, but there's no point spamming it and trying to force it because that's how you just lose potential, high spenders. Um, yeah, next one is always replying instantly. So first of all, for welcome messages, Inflow, the CRM has options to use their welcome messages and add delays to the welcome message, which obviously makes it look a bit more real, rather than them, sort of getting a message instantly so they subscribe. Um, and then replying 1 to 2 minutes after they message you is always going to seem better as well. Um, Rather than just sitting there and waiting for them to, like, sort of waiting for them to message you and then it shows like you instantly read it, or just instantly opening it and instantly replying as well. All right, next one is don't be perfect. With this one, I think this is one thing that a lot of people don't really think about at all. I feel like a lot of people think the opposite also is, a lot of people think you should be perfect when it's actually not the case at all. You know, when you're speaking to a girl, whether it's an OF model or just a normal girl at all, obviously no one's ever perfect. Like, um, spelling mistakes, grammar mistakes, whatever, always happens. Like, it happens to literally everybody, right? So, if you try to be perfect, you will seem like a bot. Occasional spelling mistakes are good. Um, and then also, sending a PPV and not replying to fans that message about it seems botty too. Um, for example, if you just send a PPV, to try and make it look professional, and then you just don't, you sort of just don't reply, you just don't even maybe open chat, so you've gone offline, that will make you seem a bit boy as well. But overall, for this part, is occasional spelling mistakes, stuff like that, grammar mistakes, whatever. It is actually a good thing. Like, a lot of people think you should is the opposite, like you should be perfect, but um, it's actually the complete opposite, I'd say. So yeah, now bad chatting team equals bad agency owner. Pretty much what I mean by this is a bad chatting team starts with you. Like, if you don't know how to handle your chatting team or have bad sales, it's a you problem. You should always build experience and try chatting yourself. That way, when it comes to training, you actually know what you're talking about. So this sort of comes with what I mentioned here about most people hire random people without verifying, blah blah. Yeah, a lot of people, and this goes for any type of VA, like whether it's marketing VA or chatting, whatever. A lot, like so many people, I really don't understand why people do this. Like, I feel like it's such an obvious thing. But so many people try to hire, random guys to just instantly outsource things and automate it, thinking that like it's some sort of money glitch, right? Like, of course, yeah, it can be that simple if you know what you're doing, but you know, if it was as simple as open Telegram and message someone on Telegram saying, "Hi, can you chat for me and make me money?" If it was as simple as that, everybody would be a millionaire. It's not as simple as that. You do have to hire the right people, train them correctly, know how to manage them correctly. You're not just managing the models; you have to manage your team as well. Um, so yeah, a lot more goes into it, right? You have to make sure it's the correct people and you train them correctly, and that you have the experience and knowledge on that as well, to know how to help them in case there is problems and stuff as well. Um, but yeah, that's just a few sort of tips for chatting on OnlyFans that I think are quite important. But yeah, make sure you guys join my Telegram. I've got a free Telegram in my description. I am also going to be dropping a free Reddit guide today in my Telegram only. So make sure you guys join my Telegram for that. And yeah, see you guys later.